So I got burnt once before, right? With horror lists. Babadook, best horror of 2014, you know? So I was like, okay, I'm never going to get got again. But, I'm trying to keep up with horror movies. And I can only go on what the critics say. That's the problem, right? I don't know what's fucking going to be good and what isn't. I need an informed critic to tell me. So I went to some respected magazines. And there it was. Don't breathe. Don't breathe. It's brilliant. A master class of suspense. And I looked at the premise, right? And I was like, it's three people break into a house of a blind man to steal all his money.
Reasonable.
But it turns out the blind man is gangster as fuck.
Turns out he's Bruce Lee.
No, yeah, he's Bruce. I'm fucking hard Muhammad Lee, right? Like he's
Lee.
Yeah, right. He's got it all. And he turns the lights out, obviously, and he starts fucking them up one by one. I was like, all right, this might be good, actually. I can see how that
doesn't sound good, sound shit.
No, hang on, though. But in the trailer, right, like it has him in the lights, and the blind man's creeping around. Yeah, because the blind man's got fucking, he's got sonar, like, or something like that.
He's not Batfink, mate.
No, that's the whole point, mate. He is like Batfink. That's the premise of the movie. So I say to Maria, like, yeah, we should watch this, you know. I put it on. Yeah. I put it on.
Should have watched Batfink. It's fine.
Yeah, no, Batfink was fucking brilliant. My wings are like a shield of steel. Anyway, so I said to Maria, "You want to watch this?" Then she's like, "Yeah. All right." So we put it on. Now, the first problem that this fucking piece of shit movie has is that the characters are the most unlikable motherfuckers of all time. Let me tell you who the cast. Right, so you got one guy who is actually just a straight street gangster piece of shit, whose idea it is to rob all these houses, and he's just thug life, you know, cornrows, like just fucking thugging it up to the max, like, you know, pulling guns on people, just being a prick. So you're like, well, I don't like him. Then the other guy in the equation is some fucking mad beta cook who's like, because there's a girl in the group, obviously, and he's the connection because his dad's like the fucking real estate agent or police chief or someone, so he can get the keys to the houses that they rob. Weird how no one ever saw a connection, but whatever. And he just loves the bird who's in the group, and he's just like, yeah, I'll help you rob all these houses because you're so pretty or whatever. He's
Maybe
just gonna
one day after all this crime, we could have sex.
Yeah, and he's always like straight, like, you know, she's straight hinting like, oh, you should come and run away with me, like, so she's game as fuck, and he's going, I don't know.
Grow up, man.
Yeah, you friend zone yourself, motherfucker, you know what I mean? So anyway, and she, like, they try and make her, because neither of the guys are sympathetic, they're just fucking disposable assholes, you know? So then the main chick, who is indeed the protagonist of the movie, because the other two guys get killed off, they try and make her likable because she's just living in a trailer park and wants to get away from it all. But it's just such a cliched, hackneyed thing. She tells like some bullshit story in the car at the start of the movie. She's like, yeah, I'm gonna get a ladybird tattooed on my wrist. And Cook Boy goes, why is that? And she goes, oh well, when my parents used to abuse me, they locked me in a car boot once. And a ladybird flew in through a gap and it stayed on my wrist and told me I was going to be safe. Like, come on,
What are you on about?
Yeah, what are you fucking on about?
Him in at the time.
Yeah, it just made me want to fucking like you now. No, I just think it's pathetic, isn't it? So anyway, they all go into the blind fella's gaff. And the plan is to basically gas him to sleep with some gas that Cornrows has got. And then they're going to just rob him blind and find his secret stash.
Rob him blind. He's already blind, mate.
Yeah, rob him double blind. Right? So they get in, and what they find out is by looking at things in the house, right? I mean, this is after they just smash a window in. Like, oh, well, you know, he's heightened senses. He's lying about.
Yeah, you could have just opened the door.
No, he couldn't. The key didn't work. That was the. Oh, and he's got a massive pit bull as well.
Oh, right.
Oh no, it's a Rottweiler, I think. Sorry, my bad. Rottweiler. A big old boy, you know, just a needlessly aggressive dog, by the way. The kind you just know, the kind no one owns because they just die or kill you, you know. So anyway, they smash the window and they get in, and then they find by looking around the house, like, because obviously, you know, we can't just let you attach your own narrative because you're an audience and you're stupid, right? So, his daughter died.
Oh,
his bloody daughter. not his kid. So I'm like, all right, they're going to make the bad guy sort of sympathetic. Down for that. That might be interesting. And these people are being super unreasonable by trying to rob him. Maybe the good guys are the bad guys. What a twist, said M. Night Shyamalan. But no. So anyway, the gas don't work. Blind guy gets
How
up.
does he just take it on the chin? Does he just absorb it, or does it not hit him or something?
I don't know, because he was going biddy, biddy, biddy.
Because his bat radar deflected the gas away.
Yeah, I think he just pushed the...
My face is made of solid steel. You cannot gas my face.
Can't gas my face, mate. All right. Can't catch me, gay thoughts. So he fucking wakes up and he's like, who's there? And he's stood there with all the bug guys and that. And keep in mind, the guy who's playing the blind dude, he looks pretty menacing. Like, he's like a ripped Ron Perlman, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so I was like, all right, this guy's got a bit of menace to him. He's doing some mad voice though. Like, he's like, blah, 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 like, makes Bane.
Enter my lair.
Yeah, makes fucking Bane sound like Aled Jones, you know what I mean? But anyway, so he's fucking Welsh reference, not bad. Snowman, we've all had a cry. So anyway, they're doing this thing. Cornrows gets fucking mad triggered, tries to shoot him. Blind guy just fucking blows his brains out like immediately. Takes his gun off him, holds him in a chokehold, and then blows his brains out. Sorry. And before he dies, he goes, "That's just me, man. It's just me." So the other two are in the house. Anyway, turns out creaky floorboards, Rottweiler, it's a fucking nightmare, it's a shit show. Anyway, I won't bore you with all the minutiae. Bottom line is, Cornrows is dead, Cookboy gets it, but here's the fucking thing. They go into the basement while they're trying to run away from the blind guy, and this is when I was like, I'm fucking out. I am all the way out. All the way out of this movie. It's not even scary. Like, I mean, it's just so badly directed. Like, they have the moment where he turns the lights out, and you're like, oh, this is where it gets good. Nah, it's one scene, and it's shit. But anyway, so they go down into the basement and they find this woman tied up gagged in some sort of sordid sex dungeon. Because the blind guy couldn't just be redeemable and
why couldn't he just be reasonable?
Because they've got to make him evil for the film to work. Because he's killing people, he's bodying people. And even though they're trespassing on his territory and nobody in the world would have a problem with him, a blind man killing people to stop them robbing him, right? They're like, right, fuck, how do we make him evil? Sex dungeon. Sound. Like, come on. What mad
Maybe the Rottweiler did it. This guy's blind. How could he put a chain on?
Right?
He doesn't know what's happening.
So she's down in the basement. She's like, meow, 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 all fucking chained up. You're like, all right, what's going on here? Anyway, so basically, here's the thing. She was the driver who ran over his daughter and killed his daughter. And he kidnapped her and locked her in the basement. And then this is where it just goes fucking radio rentals, mate. It's out of control. Like, he's trying to impregnate her so she can give him a replacement for the child. So I was like, oh, so
sorry.
Yeah, I know. So anyway, there's a shootout. She gets clipped. The woman in the sex dungeon. I mean, she's had a great life. She's been down there for years. Can't conceive a fucking baby.
She had to deal with the guilt of murdering someone as well at the start.
Finally gets let out. Fucking hooray for Blindy. He's having a spray. You know what I mean? He's going boys in a hood, and he just takes a fucking dome off.
The gun on the side.
So anyway, he kidnaps the other woman, the protagonist of the movie, and locks her in the same said dungeon. And then you realise how he was trying to get the other one pregnant. And because he pulls out the turkey baster, and this is the madness. He's got a vat of jet, of just shit. Oh, it's mental, mate.
A vat of jet.
It is unreal. He's just jetting in this liquid nitrogen bin. Right, all of his jet is just in there. It's just in there, all of it, all of his jizz. And you see him because he's got her tied up again, and he dips his turkey baster, and it's just a thick. And I'm like looking over at Maria like, what the fuck is this? Right, so he dips in the baster. He's having a fucking scoop,
He's having a slurp.
Yeah, and he goes to impregnate the protagonist, but then Cookboy, he's back from the dead, but he's black and raps about gats instead, and he has a fight with a blind guy, and then I think he gets wrecked again in that classic trope from horror movies. But she gets away, and then beats up the blind guy, and then pushes the turkey baster full of jet into his mouth and squirts it, and you just see him like, blah, 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 blah. Like it's like someone out of South Park. He's like just trying to drown him with his own jizz.
Yeah, it sounds mental.
And then it was just, I was just like, and then she gets away, goes to the airport with the money, and then it turns out the blind guy lived all along. Like,
I thought you were going to say it turns out he did put the jet in her somehow, and then she has to.
No. That definitely didn't happen.
That would have been
and I was just like, where was the horror element in this? Oh, not to mention this fucking Rottweiler, Sam. This Rottweiler, it's opening doors. It's beyond a fucking.
He's got Kevlar on. He's holding an Uzi.
He's opening doors. He's following her for miles. She gets out the house and the Rottweiler starts chasing her. She's in a car. It gets into a car.
Starts driving.
Mate, it's fucking mental.
Step on it. Follow that Rottweiler.
Yeah. And then it's in the car with her and she gets it like fucking kept at a distance and it's like, row, row, row. And she's just got the right length of mate. I was like, fucking kill me. Just, I can't erase the memory of it from my brain. Turkey baster, super fucking sentient dog. Like, what an AIDS film. I'm just like, fucking never again. Like, never again.
I let you off once before, but you still got the nerve to come back here and make